Good morning students. So last time we studied about the digestion of lipids, okay, which was the complex process. So it will be takes place by the some of the molecules will be transported or absorbed through the diffusion process and some will be reabsorption process, okay. So today we have to move to the next concept, that is digestion of proteins and how the absorption will be takes place, okay. So before starting the digestion of proteins, you should know regarding the basic things of the proteins here. So what is mean by protein, which are the different types here? So protein is nothing but the building blocks of the amino acid, means most of the proteins were made up of from the amino acid. That's why we called as the protein is the building block of the amino acid, which consists the amino group, carboxyl group, like this, okay. Each protein have the naturally 20 amino acid and some have the more than 20 amino acids. So each and every protein have the different functions in the body, in the cells. Some acts as a hormones, some act will be means like the contraction, relaxation of the muscles. So some will be present in the blood, which will be transport the oxygen, like the hemoglobin. So these all are the different proteins. In the muscles, actin, myosin proteins are present. So those will be plays important role for the contraction and relaxation purpose, okay. So again, hormones. Hormone is nothing but it is also one of the protein only, which will be carries the oxygen to the cells. So that is one of the protein again. So like these different proteins have the different functions here. So then how the digestion of the proteins will be takes place in the body, how the digestion, how the absorption will be takes place, that study we have to do today, okay. So I told in the carbohydrate the digestion will be starts in the buccal cavity itself. So it is totally different as compared to the carbohydrate digestion or lipid digestion. So during digestion of these proteins, means like the carbohydrate and fats, this also needs the water for breaking down. That process we refer as hydrolysis. For the breaking down of the any compound, we need hydra or we need water. That's why we call as a hydrolysis process will be takes place. So the end product of the protein digestion is the amino acids. How is the glucose formed by the carbohydrate, how is the glycerol and fatty acid formed by the lipid, like that the breaking down of the protein will produce the amino acids. So the protein digestion will be starts in the stomach only by the action of the pepsin enzyme, okay. So this pepsin is secreted by the chief cells of the stomach, which is in the inactive form. Means what? Stomach consists the two types of the cell. One is the chief cells and second one is the parietal cell. So the chief cell that secretes the enzyme known as the pepsin or pepsinogen, and the parietal cell that will be secrete the HCl that provide the hydrogen to the formation of the pH for the pepsin here. Understood? So the chief cell of the stomach that is secrete the pepsin, or it will secrete the inactive form pepsinogen. That pepsinogen will be later converted into the pepsin by the pH 1 or 2 here. Understood? So how then it will be act that pepsin on the protein molecule? So the pepsin will be directly attack on the protein molecule. On the means again here peptide bond is present in case of the proteins, means amino acids are linked with each other. How those are linked? The bond is formed, okay. So which bond is formed in the proteins? Peptide bond. In case of the carbohydrate, glycosidic bond is present, same like that here peptide bond is present in case of the protein. So each and every amino acids are linked with each other by the peptide bond. So this pepsin, what it will be do? Pepsin is the enzyme, so that will be directly attack on the peptide bond of the proteins here. Then breaking down will be takes place. Then what products will be produced here? Proteose, peptones and polypeptides, like these molecules will be formed here. So proteose, it is the largest fragment of the protein molecule. I told when the breaking down of the protein takes place, then proteose, peptones and the polypeptide will be formed. So the protease is the largest fragment of the protein molecule, and the peptones are the smallest polypeptides, which contains only few amino acids. Understood? So again, if you consider the milk, which protein is present in the milk? Casein. Okay, so the casein is present, which is acted upon the pepsin, which quantity is more in the infants here. Understood? So I told the protein breaking down takes place and forms the peptones, proteose, polypeptide. So these we called as the semi-digested proteins, because complete digestion of the protein still not takes place here. That will be enters in the intestinal part here. Understood? So when the semi-digested protein, those are the proteose, peptones, polypeptides, those are will be enters in the intestine. Okay, so in the intestine, the pancreas secreted the different enzymes that we call the trypsin, chymotrypsin. That pancreas will be pour that enzymes in the intestine. Getting what I am saying? So pancreas secrete the two enzymes, trypsin and chymotrypsin, that will be poured in the intestine, and the remaining breaking down or the digestion of the proteins will be takes place in the intestine only. So again, the enzymes trypsin secreted as a trypsinogen. Okay, trypsinogen, which is activated trypsin by intestinal enzyme enterokinase. So this trypsin attacks the peptide bond between the carboxyl group of arginine and lysine. Arginine and lysine means amino acids, which are present in the peptides or polypeptides, like that. Getting what I am saying? So the arginine, lysine, these are the different types of the amino acids which are present in the polypeptide chains. So those breaking down will be takes place in the, means it requires the particular pH here. So there are at least 4 chymotrypsin. They are secreted as chymotrypsinogen and activated between the pH 7 to 9. Presence of trypsin here. So like these different enzymes plays an important role for the breaking down of the proteins. So for the proteins, particular enzymes are there, and for the carbohydrate, particular enzymes are there. Like these different enzymes are present. So the two enzymes thus breaks the proteose, peptones, polypeptides in small fragments. So these are finally hydrolyzed by peptidase and break the terminal bonds and releases the individual amino acids. So finally the terminal bond breaking down will be takes place, and it will be releases the individual amino acids. Then the absorption will be takes place. Then how absorption will be takes place here? What is mean by absorption? The digested elements will be absorbed by the intestinal villi. It will be passed in the blood stream. It will be go to the cell. Then energy production will be takes place. Then how the protein absorption will be takes place here? So the proteins are converted into amino acids as left in the form of small polypeptides. In general, peptides having the molecular weight 200 to 300 are poorly absorbed, means which have the low molecular weight, those are poorly absorbed and pass out in the fecus. Understood? And some dipeptides are intracellularly digested, means intracellularly means within the cell only digestion takes place. So some dipeptides, those will be intracellularly digested. These enters the intestinal cells and hydrolyzed there only. Getting what I am saying? So some dipeptides digestion will be takes place in the cell only. Then those will be enters in the, means absorption takes place through the intestine. Then hydrolysis will be takes place there. So the active transport involves oxidative phosphorylation. Okay, active transport also involves, because different types of the proteins are there. Dipeptides, polypeptides, proteases. Like this, each and every protein absorption takes place in a different way. Understood? So the transport of neutral amino acid and sodium will be occurs togetherly here, but there are separate system for the basic and acidic amino acids. So the entire mechanism of absorption of protein digestion, however, has not been clearly understood. means how the digestion, how the absorption of the proteins will be takes place, that is not still understood. From the absorptive cell of the intestine, the amino acid enters the blood. From these go to the liver. Very little enters the lacteals. Lacteals means again it comes in the intestine. Okay, some will be go through the blood, some will be enters in the intestinal villi here. Like this absorption will be takes place. So very little quantity of the protein is also absorbed by pinocytosis. Okay, pinocytosis, phagocytosis. Pinocytosis means movement of the water molecule, which is the smaller elements. That movement will be takes place, that we call as a pinocytosis, means cell drinking. Okay, this does not have any nutritional value. In certain cases, some of the unchanged proteins may act as an antigen for producing antibodies. You know the antigens, antibodies. I told antibodies is also nothing but the proteins only. So some proteins act as the antibodies to fight against the antigens here. Understood? When sufficient quantities of the antibodies are formed, further absorption of the proteins produces a reaction in the form of ASH, asthmatic condition. An individual is then said to be allergic to a particular protein. So antibodies will be act against the antigens here. The body proteins, a common stock of metabolic food for free amino acids, is maintained in blood, liver and tissues. Some amino acids or some proteins will be maintained in the liver and tissues from the amino acids absorbed in the gastrointestinal tract, and those obtained for the breakdown of body proteins. Part of these is utilized for the building body tissues, means some proteins will be used for the hormones, some will be used as a building block, some will be used as the enzymes, and those will be stored in the liver and muscles and in different tissues here. Understood? So the body proteins are extremely labile and continuously renewed, means some renewal of the proteins will be takes place in the days of 10th or 160 days. I told some proteins will be stored in the liver or any other tissues or muscles here, and those proteins renewed will be takes place in the 10th days and in 160 days respectively. The synthesis of proteins from amino acids under the control of anabolic hormones. So the synthesis of the proteins also takes place in the cell. When we eat the diet, that diet contains the or food contains the proteins. Instead of that, even cell also secrete the or cell also synthesize the proteins here. So that we called as the anabolic process, because synthesis process is nothing but the anabolic process that is under the control of testosterone and growth hormone. So this is the synthesis, breaking down of the proteins to the amino acid, that is the catabolic process. Catabolic means breaking down process, that is under control of the hormone ACTH, okay, adrenocorticotropic tropic hormone. So like this, different types of the protein synthesis also takes place, and even breaking down also takes place. So last is the defecation. So what is meant by defecation? So digestion and absorption of the food is nearly completed by the time it reaches the hindgut, means last part of the large intestine. Okay, means digestion and absorption, this entire thing will be takes place within the time, and it will be go to the hindgut, last part of the intestine. In the latter, ions and water is absorbed specially by the cecum and colon. These are the parts of the large intestine. So then large intestine, what it will be do? That secrete the thick mucoid substance which act as a lubricants. Okay, large intestine secretes the mucus form that will be act as a lubricant to facilitate the passage of fecal matter through the colon. Means undigested or the fecal matter will be go outside the body. So how it will be go? Lubrication, it will be formed in the large intestine. So that lubrication will be help for the movement of the fecal matter outside the body here. So the fecal matter is stored in the large intestine for about 36 hours. Okay, so not more than 36 hours, but it will be stored up to the 36 hours, during which it is acted upon by number of bacteria. So that fecus, their characteristic foul smell, Understood? So because of the activity of a microorganism or any other bacteria, the foul smell will be comes here. Defecation is controlled by the inner and outer sphincter muscles. So defecation means the movement of the fecal matter will be go outside the body. So that fecal matter or defecation is controlled by the inner and outer sphincter muscles, which is encircle the anus. These sphincter muscles means helps for the contraction and relaxation, so that it will be go outside the body here. So the frequency of defecation is variable from person to person. In some people, defecation even after 4 to 5 days. Okay, fecal matter will not go outside 4 to 5 days is common, and they have no problem. Hence, difficult to define constipation. But when constipation occurs, it can produce the nausea, halitosis, headache, general dullness, etc. There is a strong belief that constipation is a gift of civilization, as it may also result from emotional disturbances. Constipation means when the fecal matter will not properly go outside the body. That condition we called as the constipation. So it will be happen sometimes due to the emotional disturbances. So like this, absorption or digestion will be takes place in the body, and the all the molecules breaking down will be takes place. So this is regarding the digestion and absorption of the proteins here. So the chapter digestion absorption is over now. So the next class we have to start regarding the questions. Okay, so the question discussion that I will take in the next class. Okay, thank you.